What's up, guys? It's Brian. This is Daddy Talk. We're back. We're talking daddy things. Memo.
What's up?
I don't know. Are you a co-host on this show? You
I've,
haven't really been on it yet.
I've talked a few times, yeah. I've talked a few times so far.
You have?
Yeah.
He's a daddy in training.
Yes. I have a lot of mentors.
Yeah, he's around a lot of daddies all the time, so he's learning every day. Hope you guys are enjoying this podcast. It's a little bit different. Man, the last couple episodes, some reels we put out blew up. And, and that's the point. Here's the thing, guys. With social media, you're trying to grow a brand. I've talked about it before. Be legit who you are. What's the word I'm looking for? When you're real. Be genuine. Be genuine to who you are, what you believe, with no fear of what other people will think. Because I put out a couple videos, one about being a fat, weak dad. And that was like 95% positive, and a small portion of people that got their butts hurt, but they were definitely fat and weak, so that's why they got their butt hurt. Mm-hmm. And then the other one was about beating your kids, which some weirdos took that literally. I'm extremely strong. I'm 220 pounds. You think I beat my kids? It was a point. I was getting across a point about discipline. This world, there's too little parents, not enough parents disciplining their kids nowadays. Kids run the show. Kids are disrespectful to their parents. Kids get away with whatever they want because the parents can't fucking discipline them. And if you want to discipline your kids, figure out a way to discipline them. That was the point of that talk. Yes, sometimes, very rarely, I get physical with my kids, but they know it can get to that point. There's many other ways that I normally discipline my children that you should discipline your children, but don't be scared to let it get there, because if they know, Memo, you talk about it. How are you disciplined?
Oh, growing up, dude, I was slapped, beat, choked a few times. I've been through the ringer, and it wasn't from my real dad. It was a stepdad.
Okay.
So it was a.
I've never choked my kids, for the record. You've been through it.
I've been through it. It's.
And here's the thing. I don't want to talk too much about that because we did last podcast, but we'll bring it up because it's a valid subject, and we didn't really go in details about it. Every kid is different. You have to discipline different kids in different ways. I have 4 kids, and I discipline them all differently. And honestly, I haven't been physical with a couple of them, and I probably never will be because they're built different. They act different. And I don't even think that would work with them. I realize that as their father because I communicate with my kids. I interact with my kids. I love my kids. I care about my kids. So I know what they'll respond to. A couple of my kids, yeah, they've gotten backhands, and they may get some more. That's the way it is.
Yeah, that's the way it was for me growing up. They could yell at me as much as they want. It wouldn't really affect me.
Yeah.
No matter how much I yelled, took away things, stuff like that, I always found something else to do, which is why I got spanked a lot.
Yeah.
That was the only other option they had.
That's what worked.
But my siblings now, who are 12 and 5 years old, they don't get touched at all.
But they don't need to, do they?
No, because they listen to just a little bit of a stern voice.
Yeah, there you go.
Like they break down right away.
Exactly. So everyone's different. Every kid's different. So please, if you're listening to this, realize that when I say some kids need to get beat, I don't literally mean that. It was to get people's attention. It was to stop people from like, what's this guy talking about? Mission accomplished. So when you're doing social media, when you're building your brand, when you're talking about stuff you believe in, let it all out. Because like I said, anything you say, there's going to be people that agree, people that disagree, bottom line. But be real with it. And like I said, even with that one, there's probably still 90% agreed. And there was 10% that got their butt hurt. But I respond to all of them. I'm cordial with all of them. Because like I said, I love this shit. I love other people's views on things.
Every parent's different. Every child's different.
Every child's different.
Yep.
And that's that. But please, discipline your kids. Don't let your kids run you. You run your kids, please. God, I can't stand that shit. When I see that shit in public, oh my God.
It was funny. There was a comment that said, like, if you don't discipline your kids, then that's a burden on other people.
Yeah, it is, literally.
Yeah. So that was like the comment I probably liked the most because it actually like gave like a valid point of why you need to discipline your kids because then it affects others if you don't. Mm-hmm. So, such as bullying or hitting other people or just being disrespectful in general.
So one of the things I want to talk about today, this is going to be a shorter episode, but I want to get some content out of it and keep the episodes rolling because we told you guys one of each podcast a week, and that's what we're going to stick with. So I want to tell you guys about me, a little bit me personally. And if you're a man listening to this, if you're a father, if you're a spouse, I want you to listen to this and realize what I'm talking about. So me personally, I'm pretty much like a Neanderthal. Like for me personally, I'm a very simple creature. I'm a very simple creature, and some of you guys can pretty much relate to me with this. But for me, like, to me to be happy and for what I need is the bare minimums. Feed me, fuck me, be loyal to me, respect me, appreciate me. That's really it. Other than that, I don't need much more. And that's what makes me happy as a man. That's what makes me happy as a partner. But what I'm getting at is whatever you need to be happy, whatever you need to be fulfilled, it's on you if you don't communicate that with your partner. Communication in any relationship is key. And us as men, we fucking suck at it. I sucked at it for the longest time. And just recently, in the last 3 to 4 years, I've gotten a lot better at it. I'm not extremely good at it, but I'm way better than I used to be at it with my children, with my team, with my spouse. And everything changes when you learn to communicate, because us as guys, we don't want to talk. We shut down. I get it. That's how I used to be, and that's how I still am now. But I can promise you, if you don't communicate, the only person's fault is yours. No communication means people don't know what you want. People don't know what you need. If people know what you want and know what you need, then it's on them to step up to the plate and give you that. And if they don't give you that, then you have decisions to make what kind of relationship this is. But please, guys, like I said, share with your spouse, share with your team, share with your friendships what you need. And we're all different. Like I said, for me, I'm pretty simple what I need. I'm a pretty simple dude. I don't need much. But yeah, communication, guys. Don't be scared to communicate. And one thing I want to dive into a little more is the whole weak, fat dad thing that I talked about. You are a reflection of your family. So the way you look, the way you put yourself out there, the confidence you have physically, mentally, your family, obviously they're your family. They're a reflection of you. So what I want you to think of as a man, are you proud of what you represent in every which way? Because you got to think, your kids' friends, parents, they all see you. They all see you as a man. They see how you carry yourself. They see what you represent. They see what you believe in. They see what you do, as well as your spouse. If you have a spouse, her friends, her family, they all see you. So we have an obligation as a man, the head of a household. What we represent carries a lot of weight with it. So I need you to really think about what I'm talking about. Have some real tough thoughts with yourself. And the reason why I'm pushing you guys, because when you exercise, it all starts with fitness. When you exercise physically, you get strong, you get healthy. Then mental follows that. So not only do you get strong, you get healthy, you feel good, you look good, then your mind follows, you believe in yourself, you have more confidence, and everything starts growing and it becomes positive from that. So really, I'm going to give you a simple breakdown. I'm going to give you a simple breakdown of fitness. Listen to this, start following if you're not, and see what happens. Okay? Here we go. 7 days a week, do some sort of cardiovascular exercise for 15 to 30 minutes. I'm going to challenge you. As soon as you wake up, fasted on an empty stomach, whether it's walking outside, whether it's walking on a treadmill, whether it's running, whatever it may be, 15 to 30 minutes of some kind of cardiovascular exercise. Yes, I said it, 7 days a week. There's no reason you can't wake up and do something. I'm challenging you. Do it on an empty stomach. That's number one. Number two, I'm going to break down the diet and be very simple. Eat 1 gram of protein per body weight. So whatever you weigh, eat 1 gram of protein every single day, 7 days a week. Monday through Sunday, 1 gram of protein, lean protein, chicken, lean beef, fish, protein powder, non-fat yogurt. Really, there's not many sources. That's it, really. And then this is what works best for me, and I'm going to challenge you to do it. If you're going to have carbs around your weight training. So just 2 carb meals a day before you lift. Have about 50 grams of carbs, whether it's from white rice, potatoes, whatever you want. And then your meal after you train on weights, the post-workout meal, have your other carb meal. Other than that, all your meals are just healthy fats, whether it be avocado, nuts, olive oil, lightly sprinkled on, if you have a salad, and lean protein. It's that simple. Drink a gallon of water a day. I promise you, if you follow that, you will get in amazing shape after 30, 60, 90 days. If you do it 7 days a week, you stay disciplined to it, I don't know where you're starting at, but wherever you're going towards, it's that simple. You don't need to waver from it. I just broke it down to you. If you do that, you're going to get in shape. You're going to look good. You're going to feel good. Try it. Another thing, as men, like, I'm going back to talking about how simple I am. Like, what I pride myself most on, and my most important job is, if you're weak and fat, how are you going to protect your family? That's my number one job, at my primal, my core, my gut. If anything happens at any time, my life will be put on the line, and I will do anything I can to protect my family. And a lot of you soft motherfuckers are like, oh, in this day and age, you don't got to worry about it. Oh, yeah, you do got to worry about it, because shit can pop off at any time, and it takes 5 minutes for the cops to get there. And before the cops get there, any altercation is probably going to be over with. You have to start thinking like that. You're the protector of the home. You're the leader of your house. My job is to protect my family with any means necessary. And if I'm strong, and if I'm healthy, and if I'm fit, and I'm confident, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do a fucking good job at it. But if you're weak, if you're out of shape, if your confidence is down, if your mind's down, how are you going to protect your babies? How are you going to protect your wife? I'm asking you that question point blank, because number one, as a man, that's the most important thing in this world. Our spouses and our kids, they are everything. And we go back to medieval times, go back to fucking before society. You think this shit is crazy now? It was crazy back then. Literally, all the time you were tested. And the strong survived. So guys, that's why I go back to fitness, and I go by to there's not any man or woman, but the reason why I keep saying men, guys, is because this is daddy talk. This is from a father. This is from a husband. This is from a man. I'm speaking to men. Yes, I want women to listen to this. I want women to be part of this, but this is what the podcast is. So that's the only reason why I keep referencing men, and I'm going in that direction, because I would like to build a community of men and fathers and husbands. So that's what I'm doing. But yes, if you're a woman, I would love you to listen to this show. Please send it to all the men in your life, because they're going to learn from it. And that's just what I'm trying to do with this show is, like I said, I see nowadays, there's a big disconnect with men as fathers and as spouses. And like I've told you guys before, I'm not perfect in both those situations. You know what I mean? I've been a bad dad before. I've been a bad husband before. I'm trying to be better, and I am getting better. So like I said, I'm not sitting here on a fucking pedestal. I'm not sitting here on a fucking throne acting like you should listen to me because I'm the fucking end all, say all in every situation. But I'm very proud of who I am. I'm proud of the dad I am. I'm proud of the husband I am. And I'm here to just talk to you. And I know you're going to get something from it. I know some of you guys need to listen to it, but here's the thing. The focus of this podcast is fitness. I just gave you, and as far as the breakdown of fitness, I gave you the most breakdown. The only thing you drink is water, a gallon a day, no alcohol, no sodas, no juices. And with weights, lift weights 5 days a week. Lift weights 5 days a week and do a split, arms, shoulders, back, chest, legs. 30 minutes to an hour, bodybuilding, strength style workouts. That's what I would recommend. And I broke it down. Free of charge, no charge. Something I've been doing for 27 years of my life. I used to charge. I used to train people. I do coaching and mentorship. I add that in the package. It's very general, but I promise you, if you follow that general guideline, you're gonna get something out of it. Memo knows he's about to start cutting down for his show.
Oh yeah,
everyone's gonna be grumpy around here.
I'm not looking forward to that. I'm still contemplating it right now.
I am too. Sammy is. But like I said, guys, it all starts with fitness, and everything in your life will get more positive from there. And I know it's crazy. This sounds crazy, but I mean, Memo, how has fitness impacted your life?
Oh, if I wasn't working out, I probably would not be in the mental shape that I am, as in like maturity wise, and the confidence I have walking around every single. Trust me, I feel compared to 3 years ago, before when I wasn't fit, nothing like this, I felt like shit. It was hard for me to wake up every day. I was a lazy ass, waking up in bed, just not doing shit all day long. I worked from home most of the time.
Now, can you imagine if you felt like that and you were a father and husband?
that'll be even worse.
Yeah.
Because again, I'll be happy I have kids, obviously.
Yeah,
but
I'm just saying, like,
it's
imagine
just-
people were counting on you and what you just said you felt like.
it would rub off onto them, and they would know.
Exactly.
And they would feel it.
Thank you. And see, this 24-year-old realizes it at 24 years old, and you guys out there don't fucking get it.
And you attract what you are.
Yes, exactly.
So when back then I wasn't attracting things I attract now, sort of in a sense.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't have the girl I have now with the body she has, the way she looks, and how hard she works.
Yeah.
Compared to the girls back then.
For sure. 100%.
So
you attract what you are in all areas.
Yep.
Physically, mentally, spiritually, everything.
Yep. Ever since I started working out, my business has took off. My photography has grown like crazy. Now it led me to here pretty much because now this is all involved with fitness.
You guys hear that shit?
There's been fitness, literally every single thing. All my success has started with the gym.
You guys hear that?
I met so many people there. I've done so many different things. Because I'm a very extroverted person. I like to talk to people, get to know people. You meet some shitty people, definitely.
Oh, of course.
But I met some great people who are my closest friends now.
Of course. Hell yeah.
So
guys, I gave you the blueprint. There's no excuse to be fat and weak anymore. If you are, it's on you. And if you've been for years, it's on you. And if you hear things and you don't like the way they sound, they make you feel a certain way, there's a reason why they make you feel like that. You have to take control of that shit and run with it. Be a fucking man. Take control. Be an alpha. I promise you women like it. Some women act like they don't like it. Some women cry about wanting to control. But at the end of the day, they like a man that takes control. Bottom line.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
We're not here to dog on people, obviously.
No,
but
of
we're
course
here
not.
we want everyone to be the best they could be.
100%. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And here's the thing. Yeah, we're not dogging on people. We're just, what I'm hoping, and the reason why I'm even doing a second fucking podcast, guys, you don't think we're busy enough? We have multiple companies. We're trying to grow things. We're shooting content all day long. And now we add another podcast to that plate? I mean, motherfuckers can't even start one podcast. I know people that have been trying to start podcasts for years. And now we started another one. Like, takes time. It takes effort from all of us. Memo. So what I'm getting at is my hope is you guys hear something I say, you feel something I say, it touches something inside you, you realize, okay, I get what this guy is saying, I need to improve in these areas, and you fucking change the direction of your life. And you fucking level up, and you feel amazing, you look amazing. You say, I heard this fucking guy's podcast, it resonated with me, and I know there's millions of podcasts out there, but here's the thing. You resonate with certain people. You know, I could say the exact same thing, and 5 other podcasts could say the exact same thing, but my delivery, my voice, who I am, the way I look, my story, you resonate with me and you listen to me, even if you heard something 5 other times. That's just the way the human nature is, and that's the way it works out. So yes, I know there's other podcasts that talk about the same shit, just like my other podcasts. There's hundreds of millions of podcasts out there, but I do know that I'm impacting people. And that is one of my missions, is to give back and impact, because this is just my time. My time is very valuable. So please, men, listen to the shit I say. Realize it's coming from really a place of fucking care, because I want you to be the best man that you possibly can be for your spouse and for your kids, because this fucking country needs it right now. And that's it. This is a short episode. We're fucking getting out of here. What time is it, G?
4:56.
Perfect. Yeah, I felt it in my soul. Guys, please, if you got something from this podcast, share it, review it. There's still no reviews. I don't know how many subscribers there is. Please hook us up with a review, subscription, share it on your social media. That's all I can ask from you. Please. Appreciate you guys. Until next time, we're out.